Hey guys, what's up? Sakis. And I have something really cool to show you guys. So this is his Just Cause 3, which is a great game. I really enjoy this game. If you haven't played it yet, you should because it's played fantastic. Anyway, this game is being run on my laptop. The only thing this got some like super powerful gaming laptop. I actually don't. This is being run on my 2012 MacBook Pro. And you might be thinking that's nuts. It's not a gaming laptop, so I was able to do that. So I'm able to do that and have a little service. It's called Geforce Now. And essentially, what Geforce Now does, because it's kind of it's like Steam in-home streaming on steroids. Essentially, what I mean by that is as opposed to connecting. What am I trying to say? So Steam in-home stream. So if you don't know, Steam in-home streaming utilizes your own PC. As essentially a server. So your main gaming rig access the server. Access the server, which then connects to a client and somewhere else in your somewhere else in your house, apartment, or whatever it is. Is Geforce Now how it takes that same concept. Yeah. Nice. Anyway. Geforce Now takes the same concept, except instead of connecting you to your own computer or somewhere else in your house, Geforce Now connects you. Geforce Now connects you to one of NVIDIA's data center, to one of NVIDIA's computers. Or somewhere else in the U.S. or like somewhere else entirely. Now these computers that NVIDIA is using are these computers that NVIDIA uses are incredibly powerful. Well, packing something and packing like NVIDIA. I gotta say sorry. Packing NVIDIA Tesla, a GPU, who's an Intel Xeon CPU, so incredibly powerful machines. And so essentially what this allows you to do is play games that would otherwise might not be able to run on your home computer. Or so say you have like a basic like laptop like I do. Like say, okay, what am I trying to say? Like say you have like a basic like $200 laptop or a Mac like I do. Who don't want to have to deal with dual booting into Windows or your Mac just isn't powerful enough to run the compute. Just isn't powerful enough to run the games that you want to run. And that's where Geforce Now comes in, and it's a really cool whole idea. Yeah, except it's hampered by a couple. Really by one thing, right? It is incredibly reliant on your network connection, and so if you have a good, strong network connection, and that works really well. Our second issue is and the second issue is these are being run on NVIDIA's servers. Servers, which of course get bogged down. I don't know if a lot of people use the service at once. Hunts which can happen, and which because of this latency, I wouldn't invite. It's playing like a super fast-paced, twitchy shooter, or like, I don't know, CS:GO, Overwatch, Rainbow Six Siege, or anything that requires use like really fast reflexes. Because I personally wouldn't try playing those kind of games on Geforce Now. It's just not really designed. It is designed for. It's just I wouldn't do it because of the latency. He is too high to make playing those kind of games viable. Well, for the vast majority of people, you can. It's just not the best. It's just not the greatest experience. So for those and again, games, I would suggest as playing more sort of casual games that don't necessarily require a lot of super fast has reflexes, like Just Cause 3, for example. And if you really want to play like a super fast-paced shooter like, again, Rainbow Six Siege, Overwatch, whatever, or Rainbow Six Siege, Overwatch, or whatever, or then I would suggest as playing those on your main PC, if you have one. I suggest playing those on the main physical PC if you have one, or a console. For really a super fast-paced this game is Geforce Now. No, Geforce Now. Yeah, and Geforce Now is just not the best. As for that, again, because of the latency, and you got to remember, you got to remember you're connecting to a data center and are off somewhere. So if your Wi-Fi, so say if your network isn't strong enough, or if a lot of people are using it in Geforce Now, how it might not be the greatest of ideas. There are now there are a couple things you can do to mitigate this. Hit some of these issues. First thing you can do, one thing I recommend doing is plugging it into Ethernet. And say if you have an Ethernet port somewhere in your house. Yeah, so say if you have like an Ethernet cable or port somewhere or in your room or your office or whatever, you plug into that. And if you can't enter that, then I would suggest that's connecting to a 5 gigahertz Wi-Fi, because 2.4 gigahertz is really good for long range. It can get really crowded. Like say if a bunch of if like a bunch of people are using it, using a 2.4 or gigahertz or its band, if people are using a 2.4 or gigahertz band, and then you're gonna get really bogged down. Because the network speeds aren't really sufficient enough enough to handle that, as Geforce Now does require a lot of bandwidth. And it does require, because Geforce Now requires a lot of bandwidth to use. Is because not only are you streaming real-time audio and video data, but you're also streaming controller inputs. That's just adding another thing you have to push over your network. And again, it requires a lot of bandwidth, and so it might not be the best for everyone. Honey. As I said before, or if you really want to minimize your latency the most you can, and you should either plug into Ethernet or use a 5 gigahertz Wi-Fi, or connect to the 5 gigahertz Wi-Fi band. And so, yeah, all in all, Geforce Now was a really cool concept, and will give a lot of people freedom to play games that they otherwise wouldn't be able to, and really help people get into and help people really get a foothold into PC gaming and be able to play a lot of really cool games that are either better played that are either better played on a piece in what am I trying to say? Yeah, I think it'll really help people get into PC gaming that might not have a super powerful computer, and help them play games that are best played on a PC, or only able to be played on a PC. So now, so what platforms does Geforce Now support? Currently, Geforce Now supports Steam and Battle.net games. I don't know when or really if they're going to add Origin in games. And I'm kind of hoping I think they do. But yeah, that was a little look at Geforce Now, as well as just me kind of screwing around on Just Cause 3. I apologize there's no audio. Because I'm using a Mac, and the Mac version of OBS doesn't really work, or at least I couldn't really get it to work, and this was just kind of easier. And Yep, see, there's that latency issues that I was talking about. So yeah, I know I haven't uploaded in a while, in like a couple of weeks. But yeah. My thing is I just upload. I don't really have a consistent upload schedule. I just kind of upload things I feel are worth being uploaded, like me talking about Geforce Now. So I'm gonna do some more testing in with Geforce Now. I was seeing like what it can do, what it can't do, and all that good stuff. But yeah. So this is Atticus. Atticus signing off. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and do all that jazz. And yeah, I will hold on. And yeah, I will see you guys later.